Gemini and Pisces in love. I like to call this the tricky couple. It is very tricky, but it can be a beautiful connection, and in my video we're going to talk about why. Welcome back to my channel. This is Mina here with another love compatibility video for you all. Today we're going to be talking about what happens when Pisces and Gemini fall in love. There can be a lot of sparks here, big romance, but also a lot of broken hearts and people left in the dust, and we will talk about all the details in my video today. If you don't know me and you're new, hello, thank you for coming. My name is Mina. I'm a professional astrologer, and I love talking about love compatibility and sharing my knowledge with you guys to improve your intimate connections and relationships. So if that sounds like something you want more of, I invite you to subscribe and like my videos. Please stick around. All right, you guys, before we dive into the complexities and the spiciness of Gemini and Pisces in love, please, as always, remember that this is a pure energy reading. So if I say something that doesn't resonate, remember that astrology is a very complex art and science, and that you need to know all the details of your chart and your love's chart and how they come together in synastry and the composite chart. It's very complicated. So go do your homework, go to astro.com and look at all the charts. If you don't want to, send me an email and set up a reading. I'll figure it out for you. All right, now let's get to the good stuff. Gemini and Pisces in love can be just like none other connection. The two fish that are lost in an endless ocean meeting the naughty air twins. What adventures can be had here? Oh my goodness. And they're both mutable, so they both thrive off of change. And you know, Gemini really loves a challenge. They love anything that makes their minds excited. They love figuring people out. And Pisces is the ultimate delicious challenge for a Gemini person, you guys, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of your brain, communication, how you process things, how you socialize with others, how you talk. And Mercury is at home at Gemini. It's strong there. Gemini is a very capable communicator. They really are experts at honing in and figuring out your love language, and they will talk to you in that love language, and they will basically undress you with just their words. It is their dark art. It is their magic here. Gemini magic is undressing you with your words and learning your specific love language. And yes, they love a good mystery. They love talking to people who are complicated. Enters Pisces. Pisces is super complicated because Mercury, Gemini's ruler, is in detriment in Pisces. It does not do well in Pisces because Pisces is mutable water. Water is all about emotion. You know, air is about connections with people, intellectual connections, and social connections. But water is about emotional connection here. And especially it's mutable. It has endless amounts of love to give so many people. Ruled by Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter through water means expansion through your emotions, through spirituality. And yeah, it can make a very confusing mind. Pisces has so many emotions, and they're very influenced by their emotional environment, people in their environment, even animals, products, everything. So they have so much feeling, and they're not good at speaking about their feelings in a way that is rational and easily understood to other people who have a good or capable Mercury sign, such as a Gemini person or even a Virgo person. So Gemini could just be very intrigued, like, what is this Pisces saying? Like, I don't understand, but I want to understand. I need to understand. I'm gonna keep on talking to this Pisces until I can understand what they're all about. So Gemini is going to really, I think, be the initiator for this reason most of the time, because they're just going to keep on wanting to talk to this Pisces because they're so mysterious. You know, modernly speaking, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is the planet of fantasy, illusion, you know, everything mysterious. So Gemini is just going to be super excited with the Pisces. And Pisces is a super romantic sign. So when Gemini is undressing them with their words and speaking their love language, that's like, it doesn't get better for Pisces. Pisces will be like, game over, I'm in love already. Gemini, you got me, you caught the fish. It's as easy as that, you guys. And of course, Gemini will be highly satisfied because they conquered something mentally that is very hard to conquer, aka getting a Pisces to speak to where they can understand as a super strong Mercury person that likes things to make sense. So yeah, they can make nonsensical Pisces make sense, and they can just be like, it's so interesting how complex Pisces is. And Pisces are often artistic souls too, which can excite the Gemini because, you know, Geminis just like people who have a lot of hobbies and who are complex. So Pisces just checks out all those boxes. And yeah, they will get off on how hard eyes, how in love Pisces is with them just by listening to the Gemini talk. Because again, Pisces are just super romantic people. And Gemini will just be pretty happy. Pisces will be pretty happy. This is the beauty of this connection. And yes, they can have fun. Honestly, they probably have a really good sex life. I'm just going to say it. Spicy sex life. I imagine this is like a role play couple, a lot of wordplay even. Like, they're good. They're good in this way. But what about the deeper stuff? Because at its essence, at its core, Gemini is an air sign that is mutable. So it is craving constant new ideas, constant new people to talk to. It likes to flex, socially speaking, and it likes to flex intellectually. Gemini people do like to do that. So if they're just bound to one person, that can be a pretty sad spot for a Gemini person to be at, because they just like to be everywhere, talking to everyone, and they don't like to be trapped by one relationship all the time. So I would say hopefully Gemini meets Pisces when the Gemini person's a little bit older. Maybe they got all of their Gemini flirty ways out of their system, which I don't think that ever happens. You know, Geminis are the biggest flirt of the zodiac. Sorry, Libra. Gemini beats you in this way, you know, but maybe if the Gemini is a little bit older, they can kind of calm that part down. And, you know, Pisces is not that innocent either in the mutable, always changing, needing freedom department, because Pisces is mutable water. So it just has a lot of love to give a lot of people. So they can both fall victim to being in the moment, and there's no future if you're just living in the moment. You know, Gemini can say a lot of beautiful things, Pisces, but you have to understand they're an air sign, and they might only mean that in that moment. They might not mean it forever. And, you know, as water signs, you know, it's really important for water signs to have stable emotional connections with people. And so Pisces could also hurt Gemini by saying, well, I felt it in the moment, Gemini, but I don't feel it now, because, you know, Pisces is always changing too emotionally. But, you know, Pisces always comes back. They ebb and flow. And yeah, they're a water sign, so they're going to be circling back to the Gemini more often than the Gemini is going to be circling back to them. So Gemini can really hurt Pisces in this way, like really bad, you guys, because Geminis are always just updating. Like, they can move on like no one else. And Pisces isn't so good at moving on. They can temporarily move on because they are mutable, but permanently moving on is a whole different story. And they can get really sad if Gemini runs away from them. And, you know, on the flip side, Gemini could be really sad because Pisces is classic for ghosting people. It's really hard for a Pisces person to keep in regular communication with others. And Gemini people, this is big for them in a romantic connection. They want to be getting memes, gifts, texts, and they want to talk and communicate as that air sign. They want to fall in love with you with their brain. So if they can't talk to you, if they don't have access to you all the time, then it's just like, how can they stay in love with you, especially when they need so much stimulus via communication to stay in love? So Pisces, don't ghost your Gemini. Like, if you ghost everyone else in the world, don't ghost your Gemini, because that's going to really break their heart. And Gemini realize that when you tell Pisces something, they're going to believe you, because they're ruled by Jupiter modernly. And Jupiter is all about integrity. And through Pisces and through water, it's emotional expansion, spiritual expansion, and spiritual integrity. So they're going to look at you pretty low if you don't live up to your word. So if you meet each other in this way, maybe it could just work out. And if you're always checking in on one another, like, hey Pisces, what's your updated feelings? Or hey Gemini, what's your updated thoughts? Maybe it can just work out. And at its most beautiful form, this is a very therapeutic couple, because Gemini really tries hard to understand Pisces and can get them to open up and talk, and can teach them how to become better communicators, because Pisces soaks up anyone they're around. So just by being around Gemini, Pisces, you're going to be a much stronger communicator. And this can be like your Gemini therapist, basically. And Pisces feel very invisible a lot of the time, especially when it comes to talking and everything to do with Mercury. And they can feel very seen and loved by the Gemini person, just because Gemini is trying so hard and putting a lot of mental effort into getting to know them. And Pisces can really just shower Gemini with love, that water, endless amount of love that Pisces has. And it can help Gemini grow a little bit emotionally and realize that their words have emotional consequences, and even help Gemini explore their own mushy emotions and learn that there's value in that emotional expansion. So I think that, yeah, they could be really good from one another, but they can also just run away from one another because they both want freedom. Gemini needs freedom way more than Pisces, like I previously mentioned. So be careful not to break each other's hearts, you guys. Check in on each other. If your feelings change, be honest and open about it, so you can help the other person if the relationship's ending. Oh, it just breaks my heart. I don't even want to think about that, because this could be such a special connection. But yeah, Gemini can feel suffocated, and Pisces can just feel left out in the cold and invisible all over again if Gemini just leaves and gets bored, because Gemini does get bored very often. It works best, you guys, if the Gemini has some water in their chart, or even some fire, maybe a connection aspect with Pluto and Sagittarius, something that adds that depth and emotional depth that Pisces needs. And Pisces, it would probably work out better for the Gemini if you had some air in your chart, so you can understand them in that air, intellectual, rational way, and that need for social connection, because Pisces can be kind of reclusive people. Even though they love people, they need a lot of time away. So they might not understand that social part of Gemini. So if they have air in their chart, they might be able to connect more. All right, that's the video for today, you guys. I love Gemini and Pisces in love. I can honestly talk about it for several more videos. Let me know if you want that. Let me know if you're experience with Pisces and Gemini in love. I also think this could be like a super artistic couple, because you guys, Gemini can write the best, most romantic texts and love letters. Oh my God, Pisces, you don't stand a chance. You will have hard eyes. And Pisces, you could take all those writings, love letters from Gemini, and make music out of them, something, because you're such an artistic soul. But anyway, this is such a cool couple. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.